You need real help for your real problem, so you, my friend, are straight out of luck if you're coming to me. Welcome to Life Advice from a guy who you should not be turning to for life advice. Like, seriously, the opinions provided in this are for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as genuine advice. Please seek professional help if necessary. I'm actually having a long distance relationship as well, and things are getting rough with me and my boyfriend because it's been almost 2 years since we've been in a relationship and we've never actually met. Watching your videos makes me really want to meet him, but he's been really busy with work. Can you give me some advice for this situation? What should I do to be more patient and wait for him? I really need your advice because I really want to see him this year. Thank you. Honestly, man, like what really kick-started the whole thing, because Susan and I have been talking about meeting since, when we first met, even before we were in a relationship. But it was literally just sitting down one day and deciding, okay, January of 2019 is when we will meet. Like just settling on a date. And then deciding no matter what, we were going to figure out how to make that happen. Just definitely make it realistic, especially like for whatever financial situation you find yourself in, because for us, that was like the big thing. Neither of us are particularly loaded. I'm not rolling in that AdSense dough. Although honestly, that kind of applies to just about anything in life. Like if you want something, at least for me, what I found is pick a specific month, and if you can, a specific week, and if you can, a specific day in which you will actually do that thing. And write it down on your calendar, and then figure out step 1, step 2, step 3. So soon, I'm gonna be meeting one of my best friends who, until then, I will have only talked to through texting, voice messaging, and video calls. We have some other friends online too, who we unfortunately are not meeting yet, but we want to vlog our meeting for them. Problem is, we have absolutely no vlogging experience whatsoever. Okay, he has one vlog. Do you have any advice for us? Or just any advice regarding meeting your online friends in general since you and Susan just met? I don't know exactly what kind of an answer you're looking for, but I'm gonna give you a very practical one, and that is, if you can, put the camera on like one of those gorilla pods or just like a little tripod and put it on the ground so that the camera is stable and you get almost like a third person view of the actual meeting experience. So your friends that are watching kind of feel like they're there, and plus, then you won't have anything in your hands to like distract you or make like the first hug a little bit awkward or any of that. You can just focus 100% on the other person, which is absolutely fantastic, and rest at ease knowing that that moment was captured. That's something that I do kind of wish that I had done when I met Susan, and I'm so thankful that her cousin was there to actually record the moment from a third-party perspective, because if you notice, I never actually used any of my footage when I actually met Susan, and that is because in that moment, I kind of forgot that I had a camera and just I didn't care about the shot in the heat of the moment. Like when I was walking to meet her, I was all prepared in my mind, and then the actual eye contact happened, and boom, every thought that I had just vanished just because I just saw her. Yeah. Or see if you can have your cousin vlog it. That works too. So I've had maybe 2 crushes, but it feels like my crushes don't feel like what I've heard they're like. I tend to want to follow people I'm friends with, or I've had a good, meaningful conversation with the new person, both girls and guys, at the start of an event. Like at an event one time, I started to switch lines if a girl I knew would. I caught myself that time and quickly switched to a line she wasn't in because I don't want to be that guy. Other times something similar has happened, I usually only think about it after. So my question is, what is considered a normal crush? Now granted, I'm only speaking as like an outside observer, I can't read your mind, but it sounds to me more like this is just general like friendships, like you like to talk to the person. Crushes are a little bit different in that you want to be friends with them, but you also want to smush your face into them. But if you're not feeling that at the moment, that's totally fine. Maybe you're asexual or aromantic, or just haven't found the right person. That's totally fine. Totally normal, 100%. Everything is going to work out. I promise. I should not promise that. There is nothing certain about life whatsoever. You'll probably be fine. Oh, still way too hot to drink. Generally I'll get questions on that I feel really awkward about answering because I find myself like very unqualified to give like advice. They're very serious situations, but we haven't really had that at all. This has been good. This has been strong. We've been productive. I was dating a guy for 14 months. The last 5 were long distance. It was my first relationship ever, and a month ago he broke up with me and blamed me for it. Oh, I'm sorry. That really, genuinely sucks. This isn't a bit. I'm sorry. Hindsight is 2020, so I can see now all of the red flags that I had originally shrugged off. The lying, him thinking he is better than me, his commitment issues, him not standing up for me when a dude was yelling at me. So I am much better off without. Yeah, I agree. However, I am kicking myself hardcore for not breaking up with him sooner, and for being blind. I know I can move forward with my head held high, but I can't see myself trusting another man like that again. I have great friends that will let me rant to them, but I feel like I annoy them whenever I do. Do you have any advice on how to heal and move forward and not beat myself up? I feel lost and almost like I was gaslighted, and I don't know if I can, and I don't know if I can keep my promise to my ex about still being friends. I mean, to be completely honest, if this relationship has, messed you up that bad, I don't know if you should keep that promise. It sounds like you should probably cut this guy out of your life. Now, if these friends are, genuine friends, then I don't see why they wouldn't be okay with listening to you, on the condition that you are going to be there for them just as much as you want them to be there for you right now. That's kind of how friendship works. At least in my experience, and so yeah. But I think you're doing fine. You need to take the process and the time to heal from this situation because it really sucks. Just keep doing you. You know what? Let's end on a high note. Oh shoot! I just realized I forgot to light my candle. Ah! This room must smell like vanilla! Oh. Yes, I am wearing jorts. Get over it. Hi, hey. I am currently 13 years old and I'm in a long distance relationship. Oh boy! We have been together for 3 months now and my parents still don't know about it. Oh, that's a little bit of a red flag, I'm afraid. His mom actually knows since she took his phone away for a while. She then made weird/random comments on his wallpaper saying, "Oh, who's that on your wallpaper? Is that your girlfriend?" On his wallpaper? What social media site calls it a wallpaper? Am I just actually 100% out of the loop? Look, I'm hip and with the times. Hit or miss, am I right, fellow teens? Anyways, I'm not sure when I should tell my mom about it since I'm only 13 and I know she'd be a little scared for me, I guess. But there's no way I'm telling my dad. He's literally that protective of me that he would take my phone away. So how am I going to tell my mom and when? Okay, some real talk here. Your dad is going to find out, whether from you or accidentally or your mother telling him. But the sooner that your parents know about this, the better. Because one thing you do not want to have happen is have this framed as a situation where you are keeping a secret from your parents, especially, and I know that this doesn't feel this way now, but trust me, this is objectively the case. Long distance relationships are very dangerous for 13-year-old girls, especially if you've never met this guy, which I'm assuming that you haven't. Plus, if you just drop the confession as soon as possible, then they can look through his profile, and if he is legit, they'll see that, and then you don't need to live in fear, and they'll probably even support the relationship. So just tell them, please. And if they look through his profile and they get a bad or weird or just fishy feeling from it, then that's good. That's just then the situation can be resolved. And no matter what, the number one priority is keeping you safe. Even above your own happiness is to keep you safe. So I'm sorry. I know you're not going to like this, but I am 100% with your parents in this situation. Please tell them as soon as possible. Please. Yes, it's finally cool enough to drink this tea. Right at the end. So if you have questions or just need life advice, email me at chrisporterhoward@gmail.com and I will one day get to it. These are little bit sporadic because again, I genuinely feel like very underqualified and underprepared to answer your very serious life advice questions, and it sometimes keeps me up at night wondering if I'm actually doing the right thing or if I'm steering vulnerable people down a dark path unbeknownst to me or them. Stay positive!